You're about to start your retinol journey, but you don't have all the information to use it safely and effectively. I've been going through 6 different points that you need to know before you start using retinol daily. And this first one arguably could be the most important. Point 1, do not use retinols when you're pregnant or breastfeeding. Retinols can harm the fetus, and in turn, it can also harm the newborn child when you breastfeed because retinols go through the skin and get transferred to breast milk and can cause harm to the baby. Essentially, you want to make sure that when you and your partner are trying to have a kid, I would recommend both of you stop using retinols. Even technically, only one of you need to stop, the one who's carrying the child. I'm a firm believer that I feel that topical retinols can transfer over when you give your partner a kiss, and if they're pregnant, then it might cause harm to the baby. I would much rather you guys have beautiful skin and beautiful children, obviously. So please do not use retinols when you're breastfeeding or pregnant. Point number 2, retinols are photosensitive. Now, when I say they're photosensitive, essentially what I mean is that do not apply your retinol during the day and then go out to go to work. I know some people like applying the retinol first thing in the morning, they cleanse, moisturize, and retinol, and then they go straight to work. That just ruins it all, essentially. It's not become effective anymore. It's sensitive to light, it breaks down in light, essentially. You want to make sure you use your retinol at night when the sun is down. Technically, you can maybe use it as like a slight sunset, but just to make sure, make sure you use it at night, like say right before you go to sleep. I know that I kind of used to do it, back in the day, way back in the day. When I first started, I remember for like 1 week I started, or not 1 week, 2 weeks I started using it like midday, thinking that was cool, I was like, I'll just use it midday. But once I learned this fact, like 2 weeks later, when I watched a bunch of videos, I was like, oh my god, I kind of wasted 2 weeks there in my retinol journey. So make sure you use it at night. Point number 3, sun sensitivity. When you first start using retinol, your skin will be more sun sensitive. Essentially, what's happening is you're making new skin cells from your face to grow outward, and you're basically getting rid of that old layer. And this basically makes your skin layer like thinner and less protective against the sun. Now, until you get used to the retinol with like 2 to 4 weeks in, your skin will be sensitive to the sun. Easy ways to protect against this is like wearing sunscreen or a UPF hat. Or just don't go out in the sun altogether when you first start using retinol. Now, this doesn't last a long time. It lasts maybe like 2 to 5 weeks when you first start, but you want to make sure your skin is protected because you do not want to get sunburnt while using retinol because it's called a retinol burn and those kind of suck and it's really bad. So please be more cautious around the sun, UV rays, even heat essentially coming from the sun when you first start retinol until your skin is good to go. I mean, even in general, please just wear sunscreen. I mean, what's the point of using retinol if you're not protecting your skin in the first place? Point number 4, absorption. Now, when you apply your retinol for the night, do not immediately go to sleep. You gotta let the retinol go to work and absorb into your skin. Because most people put their retinol on and then go straight to bed, and now it's like kind of like on the pillow or maybe on your blanket, and it's not really going to work on your skin. You gotta let it absorb. Give it time to absorb. And this is pretty quick. Honestly, just give it like 10 to 15 minutes. Honestly, I give it like 30 minutes. So usually when the sun goes down, I take my shower or do my face wash, my cleanse. I put retinol on and I don't really go to sleep for like the next hour essentially. And I'll give enough time to absorb. And it also gives you enough time to tell if your skin needs more moisturization after. Since retinol can dry your skin, after you let it absorb, you're like, oh, my skin feels a little tight before you go to sleep. Just apply another layer of moisturizer, especially in the beginning when your skin is still getting used to it. So just make sure when you apply retinol for the night, just let it absorb. Don't immediately put your head on the pillow. That's just gonna ruin the effectiveness of that retinol. Point number 5, Pea Sized Amount. Please do not just dunk a bunch of retinol on your face. That is a recipe for disaster. All you need is like an itty bitty pea sized amount. That's what everybody says, and that's what works best for everybody, basically. Even to me, like I've been doing it for 3 years now, and it's always been a pea sized amount, and my skin's looking better than ever. So essentially, you get the pea sized amount, which is just like itty bitty. And I'll just show you, for example, let's say I had it on my finger over here. I don't know, you can see this in frame. And then let's say I have my finger, I put it on both fingers like this, and I do a couple different dots. I go here, 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 one on the nose, 2 under the eyelids here, and then like 3 on the forehead, and then 2 on the temple. And it doesn't feel like a lot, but when you do it that way with a bunch of dots and then try to massage it in after, it'll feel like everything got in there and you're good to go. Now, please keep in mind, obviously, when you start using retinol, your skin is more sensitive. I've realized sometimes when I use retinol, I get burning under my eye when I first started. I think for the first like three months, I had like burning under my eye with the retinol until my skin got used to it. Now, if that burning kept persisting, obviously go to a dermatologist. Please go to a dermatologist if the burning is like, if it's like burning way too much and it's like under your eye and it doesn't go away, blah blah blah. You know, this is just my personal experience, my part of my skincare journey. And make sure you moisturize after, obviously. Point number 6, purging. So when you start using retinol, you're gonna purge. Now, when I say purging, it's an overarching term. Essentially, you'll get more acne, because of the process of the retinol. So the way the retinol works is essentially it's growing new skin cells and pushing the old ones out. It's like basically renewing a layer of skin on top of yours and regenerating new skin cells faster. Now, obviously, it's not the most glamorous thing. Again, retinol is a long-term skincare hack, essentially. Not hack, but routine to get better skin way in the future and at a small cost in the very beginning, the first 3 months. You will get blemishes and it will not be fun, but it's so worth it. You just got to keep with it for a while, you know? And if you want to know any ways to lessen the purge when you first start, I actually made a video about this right here. And again, thank you for watching, and I'm proud of you.